Right. Okay, we're live again. Sorry about that, guys. So hopefully you'll find your way over here. Um, and crazy that keeps. Just want to make sure that it goes live over here. Hopefully it says excellent connection, but I still don't see the screen starting yet. What is going on? Why isn't it showing the screen yet? Excellent connection. There it goes. Okay. So they'll have to find us back here, hopefully. And so, yeah, whatever. I mean, the act is, there's more theatrical stuff there, like the Wolverine part. I don't believe that stuff with Dee Dee and hooking up with guys and you know, I just don't believe that. But it showed, the act showed more about like money coming in the mail, cash actually coming in the mail to them.
Yeah, I remember that scene. Yeah,
Yeah, and her putting away like a lot of money, and what else did the act is, you know, I mean, it's more along the lines like with the Munchausens.
they seem to focus on like certain key points, and they change things around. It's just like when you read a book and you just love this book, and then you see the movie rendition, and yeah, it does tell the story, but they'll change things. Yeah, a lot of the times, even the ending, like it doesn't always follow the way the book does.
Yeah.
So, it's not like a book, it's someone's actual story. It's Dee Dee's and Gypsy's story and all the family and everybody who knows them story, because they're all connected. Because it wasn't just, just isn't just the Gypsy story, it's everybody's story. It's the Nick story and everything.
Right, and I saw something with Gypsy saying that she said the most real, I guess, documentary is, she's saying that her jail confessions, her prison confessions.
I don't think they can hear us.
They can hear us.
Oh, okay.
You don't think so? Let me ask. Margot, can you hear us? Margot, just let me know you can hear us. Hello. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Margot. Let me type to her just in case. Just in case. But I think she would say something that I can't hear you. Oh, she can hear.
Okay, because I just saw the last message from Christine saying, yeah, I don't hear anything.
Oh, because they're in the old one. You've got to get to the new one.
Oh, okay.
If you can type in that one, tell them we have another one. Let me see if I can tell. I don't know. Nope, it won't let me type there. So hopefully they'll find us on the new one. I don't know what happened, Margot. It just down, but they'll find it eventually. So I don't know. I mean, anybody that wants to come up, you come up. Did you watch it all the way through, Margot? Where's Kevin? Tell Kevin to get up here. Where's all the people that watched it? But I don't know. I think it's definitely worth a watch. It does have a lot of footage of Dee Dee as when she was a baby. It has stuff, and when she was a teenager, the beauty queen kind of stuff, the going out with those witches costumes, her with a young gypsy, her with her mother. Then it had her brother and her two sisters. I don't know, they're like really, at least they're like in that other documentary, Mommy, Dead and Dearest, they were like really against Dee Dee, right? Now, I don't know if that is all because they believed this lawyer and all about the Munchausens.
That lawyer is ruthless. Oh my God.
You know, so I just wonder if that's where they're like that's why they're doing that. Like, do like the really callous things. Like they said they flushed her ashes, which is not true, but
Well, that's been proven that nobody would have done that.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was that was like an urban legend.
Right. Well, they said it in that "Mommy Dead and Dearest," but it's. I mean, it was really nasty. And then they said that the stepmother was saying that Dee Dee might have poisoned her or something with Roundup.
Yeah, but if that was true,
Yeah.
then that was the mother-in-law that Dee had. That was the
stepmother.
grandmother's second wife.
The stepmother.
It
Yeah.
wasn't her mom.
Right. And yeah. And it's and then they were like, I think it was all coming from that whole false narrative the lawyer put together with the Munchausens. Then they had like Dee Dee out to be this person that did all this stuff to Gypsy to get attention, and then they just started extrapolating. Oh, well, what if she did this to the mother? And there could have been a lot of other acts to grind, just like because she was the youngest, and she might have been spoiled the way a lot of younger kids are. And there was like a little rivalry there, but then just at that point, they're thinking that she did all this and she was hurting Gypsy and.
Right. She was not like. She was not a saint. Dee Dee was not a saint. That's not the point.
Right.
But the thing is that she can't defend herself. And, a lot of the stuff came out like after Gypsy got in contact with the lawyer, and then they just ran with it. And they'll take like certain details that might have some truth in it, candy pick it, and repackage it into something that's gonna,
yeah,
get people's attention.
You know what the other thing is, though? Like, they might, feel, if Gypsy is a murderer, then they have to, like, question, Rod, the father of her, right? You've got to question yourself. He's got to question himself. Dee Dee's whole family, like, oh my gosh, my sister's kid's a murderer. So maybe in some aspects, believing this, it was abuse. That was the only, kind of explains away something they don't want to be associated with, or the gene pool. You know what I mean?
Bingo. I really think you're onto something there. I think, like, people's reasons for saying or acting the way they did towards about Dee Dee's life and what she may or may not have been doing, it doesn't necessarily mean that it just meant that they were coerced.
Right.
It's easier for them to
believe that Gypsy had no choice, and she's really not a cold-blooded killer, and she didn't take advantage of this guy, and she wasn't the mastermind and this cold, calculated, evil person, right? That it was, it was a mother that, because I guess they feel, okay, Dee Dee didn't kill anybody. She had mental issues, and it was easier to say, she did this to her child, and then her child was just trying to get free. She's not a cold, calculated, evil killer. So I just don't think they've come to terms with that, and they also maybe thought about how would this affect them and their kids and their, because that is a big thing. We saw it with Chris Watts. I think his mother is still to this day trying to explain away that her son could be capable of all those murders, right? His wife and his pregnant wife and his young girls.
I mean, could Gypsy be forgiven? Yeah, you could probably forgive people for anything, but if they're not remorseful or own up for what they did, then it's not necessary. Like, forgiveness is for you, not for the other person.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, it's what she did, and people in nature want to know why. So when they're given a reason why, it might be easier to cling on to, what they've been told than to actually see.
Yeah.
Like what's that saying about, is like, don't believe anything you hear, believe what you see, or something like that.
Yeah, believe half of what you see, some or none of what you hear.
Yes, that's it. That's the saying. That was the one I was going for.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know, but I think like anyone who has someone in their family, like the daughter of BTK, the serial killer, I mean, like, anybody struggles with somebody very close to them commits like heinous murders, right? It's like, oh my gosh. And if that's your mother, your father, your daughter, like, you've got to be, if it's one of your kids, you got to be questioning, like, what the heck did I do wrong, right? Where did we go
my
wrong?
child did this, I'm partly to blame because they're part of me and I reared them.
Right.
Or I didn't rear them, or I did something wrong.
And it's like, and people don't want like this stigma too of like, oh my gosh, like, because now it's like probably like with Mia and with Rod. And like, I mean, Christy's riding this train now because she thinks like Gypsy's a celebrity. But,
Gypsy's gonna turn on Christy so hard.
yeah.
Christy is really, I mean, if Gypsy's a victim of anything, it's Christy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Christy may even want that baby if it's Ken's, and like, so, I don't know. She's got like some really weird relationship with Ken.
There was a picture, and they put like the two pictures. They put Rod's picture next to Ken's, and said, "See how similar he looks." And after you see it, you can't kind of not see it. That Ken does look kind of like Rod.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, like, she was like ironing Ken's shirt, and she kept always talking about Ken and that she stayed in contact with him, and I mean, okay, I mean, maybe she liked him better than Ryan or whatever. Maybe she felt she had more control, or she could manipulate him, whatever it was. But it's like she totally interfered in Gypsy's marriage. And like told her, oh, nobody could say you didn't try. Gosh, she was like with Ryan a couple of months,
Rod was married 3 months. Gypsy was married for maybe 4, but was probably only faithful for 3. And it's most likely she's been talking to Ken all along.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and she was in prison the rest of the marriage, even though like they were married since I think July of 2022, but they're only on the outside married. January, February, March. By the end of March, boom, she was 3 months. She's already.
She didn't put any effort into it.
No.
And when like Gypsy's like, you can see like if you watch any of our show with her life after, she's actually pretty mean to Ken at times too.
Oh, she's very mean. She is a very mean, and she cuts them down. Like she said. The one thing about Ken's hair, that was right on, oh, well, if they have my hair, that's good because you don't want them to have Ken's hair. And then when she said, my dad's going to say my Gypsy's idiot boyfriend, wow. That, first of all, is like nasty to say when she knows she's on camera. And, but like nasty to the relationship with Ken and her father, because she's making it already seem like her father thinks that he's an idiot. And then she's repeating it, just like it. She's just a very hurtful person. I mean, I saw that in Life After Lockup when she really tried to hurt Ryan. And she was like a little kid, like a smug little kid, like, oh, you told this to your mother or to Christy? And yep. Yeah, she was just like, like, what are you going to do about it? And then when she was videoing when... they were in the kitchen, and he was like, why are you doing this? And she's like, you're reminding me of my mother.
Right. It only really is an act to her. She's putting on this performance. But, like, if you talk to anybody on the street or anybody that, chances are they've been verbally abused by somebody in one way or another.
Right.
And it's exactly what she does. She keeps on it and... it's like this passive aggressiveness and straight out narcissistic behavior that she has in the core of her personality. Is she like, she can collect pregnancy mood swings now, but I don't care. I mean, I've been pregnant. I've known lots of people that are pregnant, and yeah, you get mood swings, but most of them aren't you turn into an evil person. You usually are just a tearful mess. You know?
Yeah.
That's from my experience. I went to see some acts, like it was at a church, and they had these children, and they were doing this Irish dancing. It was just these children doing Irish dancing, and for some reason, because I was very pregnant and I was thinking about what my kid might be like, and I'm watching these kids just do a simple dance on the stage, and I just broke into tears. So,
Yeah.
you get more emotional
Oh,
over
yeah.
the craziest things. I mean, this kid's dancing. Why am I crying?
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I can't personalize myself and say everybody's gonna cry more than they're mean, but I haven't really seen like pregnant people get mean. The only time I was really mean is I pushed my sister out of the way to the bathroom because I was like maybe 8 months pregnant and I really had to go, and I said move. And I pushed her, but not like hard. I just pushed her out of the way so I could get in the bathroom. That's
Right.
the only time I can really remember being mean. Don't get in the way of the party.
Yeah,
when a
but I
woman's pregnant.
think you're right. I think Gypsy is mean, and I think she enjoys manipulating these guys and doing the stuff she does to them. Like, I mean, Ryan said it so much in that podcast that he was on, like, she throws him off the cliff and then checks on him, and then, like, she just enjoys it. She gets some kind of power trip from it.
Well, she did, and that was even in her early history.
Yeah.
Like how she treated Nick. She treated Nick like a dog.
Oh,
most
yeah,
of the
right?
time.
Oh, you scared me, I mean, she was doing it on all the time. And what the heck was she doing? I mean, she was like really young then. They hadn't even met in person, but then I think she just loved to see, like, just make someone, either, him to be worried, like, where is she? Was she's still gonna, be with me, like Nick, and then just, oh, sorry, yeah, just, you scared me. Oh, I'm sorry. But I would love to know, from Nick or someone exactly what was she doing at that time. Like, where's
She
her...
was breaking the poor boy down.
Right.
She was breaking him down, so he felt so desperate he would do anything for her. She would break him down, give a little love bomb, break him down, and say, okay, if you love me, this is the only way.
Right.
This way or no way. She won't hear none of this, let's run away. I mean, she could have, gotten away from that. She could have just ran away with Nick, and who knows what would have happened. But, she, and then afterwards she's like, I wasn't thinking clearly at the time. I was doing lots
Oh,
of
yeah. What she said to Dr. Phil she was doing. I don't believe that. That's another thing she said in the Dr. Phil interview. She didn't have any remorse or anything when she was making those videos at the hotel, the ones that Kevin can't even listen to with the brownies. But, she said the reason she didn't have any remorse is she was taking a lot of pills. I don't believe that.
Yeah, she was taking the prescription painkillers.
But I don't really believe that. I think she's using that as an excuse why she didn't have remorse. Because when you see her in the interrogation room, it's not like if she was taking that stuff and couldn't take that stuff, she'd be having withdrawal symptoms.
She'd be crawling out of her skin.
Yeah.
If anybody's seen an addict go without whatever
She would be, yeah.
Choices,
Right.
they can't sit still.
Yeah, and she was laying down and like sleeping.
She got the kids room too, because like she got the comfy couch and a little fishy pillow, and she could lay down and take a nap. I mean, they were giving her special treatment at that time too.
Yeah.
They didn't take her in as a suspect. They took her in and let her be as comfortable as possible, giving her hammy sandwiches and
Oh, yeah, I
chatting
know.
it up with her.
I know, and the way she was talking about Disney for like 2 hours with that other guy,
VIP this, VIP that. If you ever travel here, you gotta go see this. Oh, I've seen Princess Diane's dress. I mean, she just goes on and on about like all these wonderful experiences she had. You know,
Right,
so
right. And so I don't believe her at all that she was addicted to medication and that's why she had no remorse. No, because she was lying. The whole time she was lying through that interview until he kept telling her, I know you're lying. I know you're lying. And she never once said anything about like Munchausen's. Okay, she said her mother was overprotective and that was it, but her mother was her best friend and all that. So she's just such a liar. Just lies
then
all
she
the
goes
time.
to jail and says, "Oh, I started smoking cigarettes," but they found the cigarette butt outside her house. That had to have been hers. Maybe. That's like neither here nor there, but she just picked up smoking, and then she said she was on drugs in prison, but she broke the habit. I don't know how easy it is to get drugs in prison. I have no experience with that. I just know what I've seen on TV.
Right.
But I don't know how easy it is to get drugs, but I think they usually get fine with the drugs.
Yeah.
Like I was
I think it's all lies. I don't think she was on that at all. I think it's just something to explain why she wasn't remorseful. Like, why was she sitting there laughing when her mother was slaughtered in her house?
that is so disturbing just how giddy she is.
Yeah.
And he looks giddy too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's mostly her.
Yeah, and then when they're going to the bus station and she's like moving her foot back and forth. She got those boots on or whatever. But
But
other
yeah,
than
she was taking both her legs back and forth.
yeah,
back and
yeah,
forth.
because I think like she was thinking like, oh my gosh, am I gonna get on this bus? Am I gonna get on this bus? But then when
Yeah, it
she
was
got,
like I gotta get out of here, kind of
But-
restless. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.
yeah, but he was so cool when he was in the hotel, and they had to take so long like to check him out because they had to get his security deposit back.
Yeah, he was waiting there a long
He
time.
wasn't like, oh, come on, we've got to go. Like, he never rushed that lady. He was never like antsy.
He was polite.
Yeah.
He didn't look like he was on edge at all. He
No.
seemed like anybody else that was, in the hotel lobby waiting to get checked out.
Right. He wasn't jumping out of his skin. If you saw him, you wouldn't say, wow, that guy looks weird. He's acting strange. No, I would have liked to see what she was doing at that point, but that she was like just.
Somebody said something in the chat, and it was kind of interesting because I hadn't thought of this. You know how they're saying that Gypsy could have stabbed the mom too? Like they said, when Nick was out there in the cab waiting for her, she could have went back in there with the Barney doll and gave the mom all those extra stabs.
But they said that they interviewed that Uber driver and they both got in and left together, and it was some kind of creator that made that rumor up.
Oh, that there was waiting. Okay, so that couldn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah,
That would have been interesting. That would have answered some questions if that was true.
right. And then that Barney doll was in that Revenge movie. She was holding the Barney doll at one point in the wheelchair, and I just thought it was weird that they had the Barney doll, and she was holding it.
Yeah, I get that. But if that had something to do with some kind of like if that she did put something on the bed, like they say sometimes when somebody does somebody like Dee Dee was done, that people will do weird things like that to try to like appease themselves, or
Right.
I don't know.
And the other thing she was saying, like when she was saying that, oh, he came in the bathroom and he ordered me to clean his hand and he ordered me to clean the blood. Like, she's such a liar.
Yeah, I didn't know she used the word ordered. She did definitely use
Yeah.
the word ordered. She made it sound like he was dictating everything. It was his plan. Like at one point, it was all
Yeah,
him.
she had no choice, and she does that all the time. And I think, and the thing she did is such a BS about her mother breaking her computer and chaining her to the bed. I don't believe any of that. You know what? She was into BDSM. I believe that was a fantasy of hers about being chained to a bed, not by her mother, but I
But
think
she
she
incorporated that.
yes,
that
I think
line of
she
thinking
used that. Yes, 100%. I think that was a fantasy of hers. And when she wanted to, because they wanted to say, well, she was fighting for her life then, right? well, how did you get away from this guy? And then you went home with your mother. And then, I think the whole thing is when the mother told that guy her age, she was like, get the hell out of here. Okay? I'm not going to be with somebody underage. She went home, but then she wants to make it that people would say, well, if you got away once, you could get away again. Oh, no, I couldn't. You don't know what my mother did to me. She broke my laptop, right? But then she just wants another one, right? Yeah, okay. Then she chains me to the bed and and beat her with hangers. And I don't believe any of that. I think that was
two stories that I've come across is she said, Mom tied me to the bed, only let me out to go to the bathroom. Another story she had was, I was tied to that bed and I had to defecate on myself. She doesn't use that word, but
right.
She's pretty much saying she was trapped there and was in her own bodily functions for 2 weeks.
Yeah. I think it's all a lie. They didn't find any chains, or they didn't find any thing like where a chain would have even been hooked up. They didn't find any leashes, any of the stuff that she was trying to say. I think that's all in her freaking head. She made it up to get sympathy and to think that, oh my gosh, I was being so incredibly abused. Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
And she did Nick dirty this way because I heard in an interview she says something about, Nick always wanted to kill somebody. If I didn't ask him to kill my mom, he would have killed somebody else.
Right. Or that she said he would have killed himself or something.
Yeah, she
said that too. Mm-hmm.
She said both those things.
Yep.
And that's crazy that she had in such a state of mind that he was so desperate. If I can't have you, I'm gonna do something drastic like that, and he just might have.
Yeah.
Getting a very, very vulnerable person who had multiple issues on different things. It's not just one thing with Nick. He really needs, he's accountable for what he did. But
right, he needs to be. I think he needs to be in a psychiatric facility. You know what I mean?
Because that's what that's for. It's for people who are not in their right mind.
Right.
And they commit crimes. Like that guy with the schizophrenia that did all those documentaries. He had the schizophrenia, and he had unalived his mother, and he felt absolutely terrible about it. And he ended up in the psychiatric hospital because he did that to his mom. So he's guilty.
Right.
But then he's not guilty because it was the schizophrenia, because he would never hurt his mother. He loved his mother. That man was filled with so much remorse. And he got the help he needed. They say that most people that go into the psychiatric hospitals through prisons, usually within 3 to 5 years, they can be back in society. Not all of them, so they actually get good care there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where he belongs, at a psychiatric hospital. But, I mean, she I don't believe anything. There's so many lies out of her mouth. I mean, and nobody, because it was her and Dee Dee. And, when she says that the mother, that's when she put up that stuff on the windows. I don't believe that either. I think that stuff on the windows was probably already up.
It could be. My daughter works overnights, and she got a darkening stuff on her window so she could sleep during the day. I mean, there's lots of reasons someone might have something on the window that have nothing to do with not wanting people to see. So that don't make any sense. If anything, if she put anything up, it was so that Gypsy could walk around the house.
Oh, right. Oliver's saying that she said that her mother was sleeping with her in bed, and there's not enough room in Gypsy's bed for the two of them, especially with all those stuffed animals and everything. Yeah, I don't believe Gypsy at all.
Wow, she did have a lot of stuffed animals. I've never seen any person have that many.
Yeah, but I don't
animals.
even think she slept on that bed. Maybe she just slept on the couch or something, or I don't know.
That's just where she'd go, but I don't think she slept in it. I don't even know if she spent much time in that room. There's one room in the house where you can't even walk through. There's a few pictures of one room like that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know.
But that's like the worst house I've ever seen. I've actually seen a couple hoarder houses. Once when I was a teenager, my friend went to go in her house for a minute, and she was like literally trying to push her door open because there was so much junk in the way, and said you can't come in. But I got a peek inside, and it was scary.
Oh,
Another time, a friend had like invited us over, and we were gonna go out and do something. Me and another friend. So we walk in the house, and I kid you not, there was garbage like up past the couch
oh my
and
gosh.
stuff everywhere, and I was like seriously uncomfortable. I was a teenager at the time, and then they asked if we wanted something to eat, and me and my friend just looked at each other and said, no, don't you think it's time to go now? So we got out of that house as fast as we could, but it's one thing to see it on a TV show, but if you actually experience
Yeah.
someone living like that, it is quite shocking.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, the one thing they didn't really have was like garbage. But you know, when you look at their other house, oh, that was the other thing they showed you. Remember when they said that their house in during Katrina, and they showed you like that was like wall to wall stuff, and they had dressers that were like turned over.
Yes, that was actually in the movie, The Revenge. They
Yeah,
Exactly.
that house was way worse than the house they were in now. That house, it was like you saw a
some
wheelchair.
brainless stuff. There's no way that could have all been discombobulated or
No,
done
that was
way.
like I don't know if that was the real footage of their house. Like that's way more than the hurricane.
Yeah, that's deplorable, and like
And they were
you know that's
yeah.
that's an issue, and you know people who are hoarders. It's a mental issue
Right.
for lots of reasons, you know, and there's people who are just slobby. So I don't know if Gypsy's just slobby or a hoarder, but I do think Dee Dee most likely kept her house. She had people coming over the house all the time when she was well. So she probably was a good housekeeper. She was always cooking, so I can't
Yeah.
really see Dee Dee the type that would cook in a dirty kitchen. You know? I just
Right.
don't-
It was mostly a lot of stuff. Like they were probably getting a lot of donations of stuff, and I don't know if she just couldn't. Dee Dee was just getting sicker and sicker, and she wasn't, able to take care of it. And Gypsy just didn't care. Gypsy was lazy.
Right, they didn't have put the stuff away or find a place for it. They just had too much stuff, so it's just there. But then, you know, where they got the soda cans over by the beginning of the kitchen, there's also like a cereal box on the floor. I'm like, I always wonder about that cereal box. Like, why is there cereal on the floor? Like, I'd understand if it wasn't a bag and like you didn't put your groceries away right away. Maybe there might be a bag of groceries, but just a box of cereal sitting on the floor. Weird.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Oliver's, but that shed was like empty. They had that shed, and it was like empty. It had like a toddler bed in there, and a box of Huggies wipes. And other than that, it was empty. So what was going? Like, why didn't they store some stuff in that shed?
Yeah, that was a strange room. That rainbow playroom.
Yeah.
What was that room? What happened in that room?
I don't know. I just don't know why there wasn't like any. Like, why didn't they put some of that stuff in there?
Purely fictional. I can almost picture Gypsy sneaking out at night and inviting people to the shed and saying, "Shh, don't let my mom hear you."
It was just so weird because there was like a toddler bed with no mattress. Right?
Very bizarre.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Yeah, they definitely did show the Katrina damage in the house. That house had to have been and really been poorly kept to have that much stuff. Like, I know when disaster happens, things get moved around and stuff from flooding and stuff, but nah, that was more than that. That was a lot of stuff. But then she gets on Ryan when she's like, "Oh, your closet's messy." Meh.
Oh yeah.
Like,
But the
wake
medicine
up,
cabinet.
Gypsy. If you go in anybody's house, they can have the cleanest house you can imagine. But maybe you open up the closet and it's not in the best of condition. Because that's where you put stuff. The closet can be an extension of the junk drawer. If
Right.
it's out of sight, out of mind, don't worry about the stupid closet.
Yeah. But now Oliver said the medicine closet was very neat and orderly. You know, that was all very neat.
It was. It looked like everything had a place, and all the same like items were all stored with the same like items because there were like
Yeah.
boxes of different kinds of medications.
Syrups, and looked like there was cough syrups, or like there was kind of like elixirs that yellows and reds, and I don't know what a lot of that
Did they
was.
find out if that medicine was all gypsies or was it a combination of the both of them?
I had heard that there was a lot of over the counter stuff too, and I don't know. I mean, it's crazy.
You know, it's possible though, because sometimes, like, if you've ever been like gotten any kind of through Medicaid or your state health, like if you get stuff, they'll sometimes give you a certain amount of money to order stuff like pharmaceuticals and stuff and over the counter items. Like you can,
Oh.
and they give you so much of it, like so. But it doesn't always carry over in some states. Like, say if you have like $100 you could spend on, whatever. You can buy stuff like those rails from the bathroom or like a scale. You can get like all sorts of different stuff that you can get from the catalog. But if you don't spend all that money, like at once it will carry over. So like when I was getting something like that, I would buy a lot of different medicines that I might not need so I could have them on hand. And after a few months of doing that, you can have tons and tons of Pepto-Bismol.
Right, right.
So
Yeah.
she could have been stockpiling it because she was getting assistance that way.
Yeah, maybe. Yep. And I just it's funny that they actually like lowered the light switches for her, and like she wasn't really in a wheelchair, when she was in there. So
Yeah, they took a lot of care, and I think even in Gypsy's Revenge, it says something about that the house was modified, that it wasn't built.
right, yeah, and that's like when they had that fake insider on. I knew that was fake because that woman was trying to say that whole house is built from scratch, and I was like, oh gosh, no, I have already seen where they said that this was given by this St. John's Hospital, and
That was Catherine Crochet. I believe that was her name.
Was that
Not
her
that that
name?
matters. But yeah, and then she also had said on one line, she had said something that there was this guy named Brian who I think was a Petri or in that family, and that he had something going on with Gypsy. I was just like, what?
I don't know. There's with every case, there's always like people that come out of the woodwork to get some 15 minutes of something. But yeah, I didn't believe that. She didn't have the facts. It wasn't true.
And she kept saying HOH and then saying, well, it's different things in different places. I'm like, if you look anywhere and everybody, like so many people were looking for HOH on the internet and there was like no reference to it. None. They'll tell you for humanity, which is a different abbreviation, but no HOH.
Right.
So I think she said it wrong or didn't know what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Like that woman was not vetted when she was let out into the public.
Right.
She was not. Like she seemed like at first, oh, this nice sweet old lady and she might be being sincere, but the more she talked, the more
Yeah, because it seemed like
together.
she was giving people what they wanted. Oh yeah, Gypsy was screaming and all that stuff. Yeah. So
Yeah, they all come out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Oh, really? And then, like, the more they're giving, really? She was screaming? Yes. She was really upset. She wanted her room here, and she wanted it done like this, and and I'm just like, oh my gosh, come on.
Right down to, like, we told her they don't eat carpets. And still wheelchair.
Oh, yeah, that was so crazy. But they wanted carpet, or, it's like, okay, like what? We wanted them to have laminate, like the high-end laminate. I'm like, where is she going with this? This is ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, that lady was weird. I don't know why, but she really like messed a lot of people up in the brain with all these things she was saying that had no iota of truth, and she just couldn't back up what she was saying. That's why she disappeared.
Had so much. Oliver said they just donated a lot of stuff today. They had so much medical equipment and unopened stuff.
Who got donated?
No, Oliver said that they just donated a bunch of medical stuff that they had that was unopened, and so they said they had so much medical equipment that they donated.
Oh, that's good.
Oliver says, "I know. I don't know what Oliver what." We just donated weed names on the medicine bottles, like she had weird names on the medicine bottles, like night pills.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what they did with that medication. My mom, when she was alive, she was involved with Sierra Leone, and she would go to sell stuff at the school with a pencil cart and raised a bunch of money, and they built them a school and all this stuff. And she would send she would go to the pharmacy, and like she had like medicine that she that wasn't unopened. They would donate the medicine. I thought that's really cool. I did not know that you could donate medicine. Like a lot of times, if you don't finish a prescription or you can't use it anymore, you're supposed to, get rid of it. Like take it to the pharmacy, because like you can't put that in the water in the toilet,
right,
because it gets into the stream when people are using it.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's neat that you can donate medicine.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I think there's also you can just drop it off at the pharmacy too, and whatever they do with it. Yeah. Especially. She's her own worst enemy, Oliver said. Yeah, definitely. I don't know what time is it now. It's 2:12. Wow, 2:12. Okay, I don't know if anybody wants to come on to the Zoom and I'll put something on. Come on in, but Kevin, or I don't know where Kevin is. But we're going to end this for tonight here on the live. And we're going to...
It was good talking to you. Thank you for having me.
No, stay on. We're going to go into the Zoom. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for coming up. And just stay, I want Carolyn's opinion, on the little black dress at 5 months pregnant. Wait. Where did she put it on? Slits? She has a dress. Where'd you see it, Christine? A little black dress, because I checked her TikTok. Let me see, is it on her Instagram?
Yeah, she's wearing, her and Ken are dressed in black, and she's got this really short dress.
Hold on, I didn't see. Hold on. I've been running around today, but I thought I checked her TikTok and didn't see her. I thought she had a new. Okay, let me see her Instagram.
Yeah, they're both dressed up pretty fancy.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's a new one, isn't it? Let me pull that over here. Okay, let's see. Where do I pull this over?
And if you look at like her elbow doesn't look right. That photo might have been edited.
What the freak is she wearing?
A mini dress.
That's crazy. Did you get extensions? Someone said. Does she answer? She doesn't answer. You're coming into your own now. Love how 99% of these comments are lifting you up. That's weird. And you can see that. Is that the only picture of it? Because someone said there's slits in the side. Where'd they go?
Yeah, over where Ken's hand is.
See,
like
okay, wait, I swear to you, she's at Ken's, I think, 24/7 now.
There does seem to be a lot of footage of him. Like,
yes, and that she is in New Orleans, not in Cutoff. She is definitely, in my opinion, staying at Ken's way more than 2 days, because weren't the 2 days that she stayed at Ken's, wasn't it Thursday, Friday, Saturday? I thought it was that he picked her up on Thursday night and she stayed Friday, Saturday. But she's been there like crazy.
she's changed what she said too because when she got like in all that trouble with the parole or the possible problems with parole, she's like, I can only be over there 2 nights. And then like a couple weeks later, she's like, oh, I can be over there 2, 3, 4 nights. And it's like, really? I don't think that's what PO said.
Yeah, and those heels, like she's got really high heels on, right? And when you're pregnant like that, I don't know. I just most women aren't wearing really, really high heels because their balance is usually off because of their growing belly, right?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, you can, of course you can wear heels, but a lot of women don't choose to wear really super high heels when they're pregnant.
No, they would wear like a platform heel, which
Yeah.
is fatter on the ankle part, right?
And some wear flats, and some women's feet swell, and they can't wear. I don't know. I mean, it's
There's a reason they say barefoot and pregnant because you're more comfortable.
right. Yeah, but I don't get it. Oh, the slit. So I see what she's saying, that the midriff, like the cropped. I thought she couldn't wear cropped shirts. Yeah, the skin showing through. I don't know. It's so weird because, like, you know what's so funny? How many celebrities, like, who are not pregnant, and they always put them on Star or whatever, like back in the day when the tabloids were out, more than they are now, because everything's online. But they'd say, oh, so-and-so is pregnant, like Jennifer Aniston. Oh, she's pregnant, she's pregnant, she's pregnant. She's got a baby bump, she has a baby bump. And they would make you think somebody had this baby bump. Now, Gypsy, if you just saw this picture, you would never in a million years think she's pregnant.
No,
it's not even
because the blacks blend together, so it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, but
I do think it's an edited photo though, because of the elbow and some of it doesn't look like it fits right.
Ken's hand. Like, is this Ken's hand? This looks really bizarre, and you see this right here. I don't know, like, it almost looks weird, like
I mean, I do think if the dress wasn't so short, that's a step up.
Oh, that's not his finger. That is, oh my gosh, that looks so wacko, because it looks like this is his thumb. It looks like he's got like Edward Scissorhands down this one because it looks like his thumb, and that looks like his fingers. Oh, that looks so bizarre. But it's the slit, and then there's like, this is more skin under the arm. That's so funny. But, okay, and this is his hand coming through here, but his fingers, like, look chopped off over here. This looks all chopped.
That's what I'm saying, it's an edited photo, it's gotta be. I mean, I like I said, I think the dress is nicer than most of the things I've seen her wear, but it's too short. I think maybe she got a fashion stylist now or something. I don't know.
I don't know, I mean...
Her clothes are like so ugly.
Well, she gets most of the stuff at Shein.
Yeah, that stuff is terrible. Never buy there.
Shein
and Temu are bad, and it used to be big. That Wish, never buy anything off of Wish.
Yeah, right. They go like this: what I thought I was ordering on Wish, and what I really got.
Yeah, you never get what you might get what you want. You might not. You might get something since you didn't even order. Which is crazy.
Right. I don't even know. Are they even in business anymore?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I bought a couple things from them, and I said, oh my God, I gotta wait like 4 months for something, and then it's not even what I wanted. No way. Goodbye, Wish.
And he put it on his too, right? Oh, yes, of course he had to.
I don't know about that Ken and her making it in the long haul, because like what they say about like going back to an ex, if it didn't work the first time, it's probably a good reason it's not gonna work now. Just saying. Not that I wish like anybody to be unhappy. I'm not trying to break them up or anything. I just don't see him sticking with it for the long haul. And if per chance it's not his baby, who knows? We'll find out eventually. If it is Ryan's, I think that Ken's gonna pick up his stuff and go back to Texas.
Hey, Judy with an I. Oh, Judy with an I. Still one of my favorites. Now I'm one of your favorites. I used to be your number one, Judy. I'm not your number one anymore. I'm going to go off in the corner and cry. I used to be your number one, Judy. Remember for 46 months. Thank you. Okay. I don't know. Her hair definitely has extensions or something because it's really long there. Now, she could have got some clip-on ones or she could have gotten some $800 ones. I don't know. But
she could have gotten them threaded in her hair at a hairdresser, or she just got the comb, like it's kind of like a comb, and you put it into your existing hair. It's kind of like the bumps that people used to have on their hair. I mean, there's like all sorts of options for like making your hair appear differently. That's not really offensive. If she want to do that, that's not hurting the baby. You know, that's fine.
Is that a skirt or is that like, if that's a dress, I can't even imagine. That is so short. What in the world?
Don't bend over and sit down. Someone's going to see your underwear.
Yeah, that is so freaking short. That's ridiculous. He might have got it chopped. What? This is stuff. Hi 61. This is stuff that keeps her name up. She doesn't care. Yeah, I don't know. I think she's spending a lot of time. Her legs are photoshopped, Oliver said. Yeah.
She's either getting a lot more exercise and toning up or that shop because those are not her legs.
Oh, well, I heard today, what did I see today? What the heck was it? It said, don't edit your pictures like this. And they show like those people that edit their pictures that they almost look like if they have them on the motorcycle or something and they have them on different, and they're like, it doesn't even look real, okay? But they said something like was it face to, no. What the heck was it? Whatever it was, they said, oh, if you get this app, this will enhance all of your pictures and it'll enhance them in a way that still looks natural, like it, so maybe that's what she's doing. I don't know. But
they got all sorts of different filters and editors. You can do just about anything you want to a picture. You can be thinner, you can augment your breasts, you can give yourself artificial BBL. You can do all sorts of things with the things. Or you can put makeup on. Like, they put the makeup on for you. So, like, if you're lazy, they'll put the makeup on for you.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, on TikTok, I see a lot of people, they use something called lashes, and it gives them lashes, and, stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
If you want to filter, that's nothing new. Since people have been taking pictures, like, professionally, like, when you would get, like, your picture taken at school, you could get it retouched, so it might get rid of that pimple. That's not really that big of a deal, but when it totally alters...
Oh, yeah, especially, especially if you're, like, catfishing, and you have all these pictures, and then somebody meets you in person, and you look like nothing like that.
Yeah, it can be too dramatic of a filter on something.
It's like, okay, everybody can have maybe an enhancement or something, like you said, if there's a blemish or something, or, a mark and you want to get rid of it or whatever about that, that's understandable. But when you're doing something that just like totally, and fooling around and fun, like people go with those puppy filters. Yeah, you can be fun and goofy. Everybody's done that, most people have fun with that, but that's not something like they portray or have all their pictures and say, that's what I look like, or that's me, just fun. But she's like doing something to all her pictures, so I don't know.
Like in the beauty industry, like the magazines, they've been like editing photos for years. Like if someone has a scar or a stretch mark or wasn't having a good day, they'll like alter the photos or make you want to buy the product because that woman looks so perfect. I want perfect skin or hair too.
Right.
So but now it's available to everyone. So like you could be an average looking person. I'm not saying anybody in this world is ugly. But you could be an average-looking person and come out looking like Christy Brinkley or something, or anybody, supermodel.
Yeah.
And like you said, you go meet somebody in person that's seen an online profile, and they'll be like, who are you? You look nothing like your picture.
Yeah, absolutely. And then that happened to somebody on here. Like I didn't even know. Like someone said they can have. Well, like on TikTok, I know that there's people that use like lashes filter, this filter, that filter, but I didn't know that on YouTube or whatever they could go on and do something like that. But apparently someone did, and then went and met the person, and then had a big craziness. I heard that through Scooter. Just
I mean, I'm just saying, there's a lot more beautiful people nowadays.
yeah,
I'm
right.
saying,
Yeah.
online, they will really make you question your own appearance. Like, wow, I didn't know I looked that bad compared to that. That's perfect.
Right. And there's like people that you take a picture of them. Oh, let me see that picture. Oh, let me take that, or and they just go crazy with it. You're ready to battle with Oliver? Who are you doing a battle? But we are going to stay in the Zoom, watch a movie or something. Maybe we'll finish watching more of the act, or I don't know how far they got her. There is another. Oh, that's what I want to look at. On HBO Max, somebody said that there's something about two girls that were taken together like little girls, and then their father. Oh gosh, does anybody know what I'm talking about in the chat? It's like they were taken together, I think it's called. I don't know, but if anybody wants to come in, I will put the link in the members, and then you can come in and watch with us. Margot, isn't the why is there no one here? Don't tell me I didn't put it in Slack and I just think that I did. Sometimes I forget to push the enter button. I bet you I did something. No, I did. No. Oh, I sent it only to Margot instead of in general. No wonder. Oh, wow. Okay. That was really crazy. All right. Now I've sent it in the right place there. Let me just put it in the... How did I do that? Margot, you should have told me.
I'm just looking on Max right now to see what that movie could have done about the two girls. I don't know what it's called.
I want to look.
I got a lot of movies on here.
Go create post. Okay. So let me see all channel members. Post. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to end this, and we'll see if the members, you can see it. There's a post in the community tab. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers. We'll see you. Word cookies. You want to do a word cookie? Let's see. I'll try it if it's not too long, and I'll do it real fast. Let's see. Heart made wise. No, you didn't miss it. I'll see if it's going to be a long one with heart. Because I'm... Okay, let's see. Oh, we're waiting for someone to get in. Okay, it's a short one. Oh, shoot. Let's see. What? No, Ron? Sure. No, there's no S.
Rain.
No, there's no A. Oh, Rain, Heather Rain.
Rain.
Yeah.
R-E-I-N.
Okay. I have to see who that is. Oh, Cato's here. Hi, Cato. We were looking for you yesterday, Cato.
I know, I missed it.
I know. Kevin's like, "Where's Kate O?" And I'm like, I don't know where she is.
I know.
You missed it. But we'll find something tonight as soon as we can get this. Hero, yeah, I got Hero, Emmy. It's going to be another H. Let's see. Air, Hero.
Oops.
Got to be H-E. H-E. Oh, here. That's what's got to be here. Okay, and then it's got to be another H. H.
Here.
Well, no. Yeah, I got here.
Sorry.
But that's all right. We've got to get
I
the other.
forget. Me too. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I think it's got to be Hone. Yep, it's Hone. And what about a Honer? Oh. Iron, yeah, I got that, didn't I? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a heron, right? That's great. Yeah. Okay, and now let's see one more. Got that one, Heart Made Wise.
Well, this looks interesting. It's on Hulu. It's called Deadly Influence, the Social Media Murders. Social media influencers seem to have it all: money, celebrity, power. But in these shocking true crime stories, that's about.
Yeah, I just want you. Did you not see that they were taken together? Did that not show up for you? I just wanted to see who that was about, because at first I thought it was about the Delphi girls, and then
They were taken together.
Yeah, it said that's what I saw on like Facebook, and it said something about like that's what it was, and it's about this father, and I thought, oh wait, is this the Delphi kids? And then but then it didn't seem like that, but it definitely seemed like two girls.
Let's spell together.
I tried that. Rhino. I thought I...
Taken together. Who killed Lyric and Elizabeth? This three-part series investigates a haunting double abduction in Iowa with exclusive access and inside interviews. First-time filmmaker. So that I don't know. I never heard of Lyric and Elizabeth.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm
First-time filmmaker Dylan Sires, a former photographer on the case, has been documenting and interviewing people for over 7 years. And it says crime and courtroom drama, documentaries, TV series, CVMA 2024. That's what Taken Together says when you pull it up in.
Alright, let me see if they can get this. I tried that high. It's not working. Where's Heart Made Wise? Heart Made Wise, come on.
Yeah, that is a Max original. I get Max through my Hulu. That's probably why it showed up.
Oh, okay. I get it. I don't know. I just have it on the other thing. Let me see. All right. I don't know. Hi. I'm gonna have to just leave it till. Oh, what? Heren? No. Wait. What do you have there? Herein. Oh, finally. Thank you, Hart. Okay, now we're finished. Now we can end this and go to the movie. All right, we'll see you there. Bye, guys. Love you. God bless. Prayers. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Okay. Let me pull up.